Okay, it should be about sorted. Would help if I'd actually had the volume on my laptop up, wouldn't it? Yeah, there we go. Right. Okay, there we go. Hi Dalton, hi Raz, welcome to the stream. Just did. Hello everyone. This is Mark 3. Welcome back to From the Depths vehicle building, where I am hoping to get this Netta Escort finished so we can get back to my regularly scheduled not knowing what the hell I'm fighting in Netta. So yes, that's kind of the end goal, isn't it? Getting back to fighting what I don't know. Anyway, the goal this time is, as I said, get my particular escort craft finished. So we're in the building modes for this one again, but it's almost done, so if we get it finished here, then we can move on to getting back into Netta next stream for this particular series. So yeah, there we go. Let's see. What do we even need anymore? We've got most of the stuff on it. It's just it's still missing a good amount of weaponry. It needs storage and stuff increased. It needs additional engine, barely. Maybe wish I had a checklist. It's already got a point defense laser installed, Dalton. So. Wait, hasn't it? Yeah, it's already got a defensive laser installed. So that's all in there. Let's see, we've got detection, we've got wireless, we've got some cannon weaponry, we've got the twin crams, we've got the twin AA, we've got anti-munition laser systems. We need we've got propulsion and steering sorted out as well. We've got shielding as well. Oh, you mean an offensive laser? That would just continue to push the cost up. It's actually already slightly more expensive than Razul's Lancer over here, because the Lancer is 43,000, and this as yet unnamed destroyer is 44.5, and I'm about to add more to it. So. Yeah, it's time to start adding in the rest of its weapons payload. Let's see. So we've got a big open space in the nose, which is to be expected. Though that comes straight out underneath this part of the decking, so it's not really there. But it's meant to be having in some missile racks and things, and it needs its ammo reworked, and possibly an engine rework, depending on if that's needed. Because right now it's got a 5,600 horsepower engine, and that is about right for when it's at full load. So I don't know. Make a small laser under the cram cannon. Why would I do that? Do we need a small laser under the cram cannon? Oh, that's 1 meter thick metal hull. Nope, no. This thing has got 2 meter thick armouring. It needs the 2 meter thick armouring. So. Well, it doesn't need it, but it's being fitted with 2 meter thick armouring as standard, so, you know. Got to follow through on that and get 2 meter thick armour on the sides of it. But yeah, it needs its missile banks though, because it's supposed to have missile banks. Let's see. Okay, that's the side of the upper hull, which means that I'm going to have a missile bank coming through here, actually. Yeah, that looks like a good spot for a missile bank, actually. Just coming through that way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess that's good. Yeah, they can be EMP. That's one of the things this craft currently lacks. It doesn't have an EMP damage source on it, so it does need an EMP system. 7s are not going to be the most rapid-firing missile system ever, but they're going to be big missiles, so, you know. Hang on, I missed a comment from Raz. Let me scroll up. Downfire with torps in the nose, then? Possibly. Got to remember that we are working in some low-lying seas and things as well. So if we have vertical launch torps going downwards, they'll crash into the terrain if the sea's too shallow. Hi, Normal. Welcome back to the stream. Yes, indeed. Whatever this is a fiendish thingy. I think that's the only way to describe it at this point. Oh wait, we've not configured the AI systems yet, have we? Well, not much, I don't think. Let's see. I need a control. I need an IFF, of course, and I need a staggered fire, which needs to be set to 0.2 delay. So it's going to have these banks of missiles. A spin block and fire them 45 degrees down to the sides or down forward. Yeah, that's true. Or just flat out give them a turret mount so they're facing the right direction. That's also a good idea. Let's see, we've got massive missiles though. So, fin. SR thruster configured to 5 seconds, not 54, 5 second delay, thank you. Then we want radar, active radar seekers. That's going to do that. Fuel, I would say a couple of fuel tanks, and then we got all of this space for warheads. So this thing is gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna be kind of nasty. Go away, Windows Defender, please. Thank you. Jeez. Okay. Who are you calling scrubs then? Oh, well, no. Yeah, let's see. We want EMP blast. Yeah, target prediction on the missile this size. Definitely. Target predictor. And right now it's 6 EMP warheads. Jeez. That's probably a bit much, actually. Let's add some frag warheads in there as well. Yeah, let's make it a half and half. Let's drop the frags to 60 degree, so they're a bit more concentrated. But yeah, that's going to be a nasty shock to whatever it fires at, unless it's got anti-missile systems. Wait, don't we already have... Right, weapon group 1 is the crams, weapon group 2 is the AA, so that means these missiles will be on group 3. Let's get this set. You guys are on group 3, we need to test you, because we also need the local weapon controller configured too. Alright. Oh wait, they don't have one turn. Oh yeah. So they just go straight into the ocean. Right. Right, and yeah, I need to fix that. Oh right, I get you, As. Okay, let's reconfigure that while we wait for these things to reload, because that's going to take a while. Actually, let's make this a double frag. Yeah, double frag, then treble EMP, and a one turn, just to make sure they're going in the right direction. There we go. Plenty of stuff. Alright. Hmm. 800 meters, that's not great, is it? Alright, yeah, we need to add more stuff to this. But this is why we do test flying. Make sure it actually works properly. And these do not. Oh yeah, I did. Sorry. Yeah. Double frag, double EMP, target prediction, one turn, and a fuel tank. So an additional fuel. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, that gives you about 1.6 kilometer range. It doesn't actually require this. Hang on. It's going to be a long-range bombardment style missile, actually. So I can get. I don't need this. 5 seconds is good. Fuel. That gives it a 1.6k range. Then we have the one turn and the target predictor. Then we have extra EMP and frag warheads to make it just hit harder. Raz, the variable thrusters don't have... Well, variable thrusters don't have a delayed ignition. It's the one thing that short-range thrusters have that variable thrusters don't. Actually, about 10 seconds now. Yeah, that's lost its turning. Damn it. Okay. Just need to... if I delay the short-range thruster to 10, they're actually slow turning because of the size of the missile. Ramp up does not behave the same, Raz. It really doesn't. Because it's constant thrusting, so it's constantly changing, so they don't keep going and just try to turn in place. They literally do try to start turning straight away, and they will fly high, and they will struggle to come back, so... Yeah, it doesn't quite work that way because there's thrust applied right from the start. It should be good, yeah, because I've lost where the fuel... There it is, fuel tank. Why do I lose things in these lists? I lose them all the time. 8 second time, give it a double fin. That should be enough to get it on course, at least. No. With this size of missile, it needs the treble, unfortunately, doesn't it? Yeah, it needs the treble. And a Wellner, they burn until they run out of fuel. Yeah, I lose things because I'm my Mark 3. Yes, thank you for that. They short range thrusters burn until they run out of fuel, but they have a start delay mode and a max duration mode as well. So, actually, well, it's been like this for a long time, actually. But yeah, they do have a max duration mode, which I forgot about. There we go. So I'm back to a double EMP, double frag warhead on these things. With a 1.7k range, treble fin, so they're actually pretty accurate, but they are a bigger missile too, so it balances each other out. Yeah, there we go. They're firing now when they get horizontal, and then off they go. So yeah, these things have a pretty hefty minimum range on them because they're big missiles. Really? Yeah, I'll go with those. Yeah. So yeah, these guys need a pretty hefty minimum range on them. Because they're so big. Max range 1.3, min range of, let's say, 1,000. They're not very flexible, those things, because they're so heavy. Actually, let's drop that to 500. Just get it a bit shorter. Not likely to hit things at 500 meters, but you know, it's worth a shot. Definitely worth a shot. And 8-second delay on it. There we go. All right. So yeah. That is now a bombardment missile, which will go after, well, pretty much whatever it likes, but longer range targets. Yeah, it's called a regulator. Especially useful for mines or torpedoes. Bad. Now then, we wanted a torpedo system. Hang on. I need to get back into the control chair and increase the height on this just a little bit. Control. Now I need a fortress controller. Just lift it up out of the water a bit further. So there we go. Has anyone thought of a name for this thing yet, by the way? Because I haven't. I don't know what to control this thing. Sorry, don't know what to call this thing. Okay, that's the engine exhaust. That's a passive sonar. That's a passive sonar. We've got these grooves set in for the propulsion system at the front of the craft, which helps keep it from getting disabled. So, yeah. Turd and missile turd. No, thank you, Skypian. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Is 5 blocks enough? Yeah, 5 blocks is enough to do this. Alright. Where does this come up? Straight in the middle of that. Anyway, before I forget, I need to add in the wireless transmitter, of course, to this particular AI. So there we go, that's that. And that is midpoint. Okay, AI, local weapon control, put that there, which will control this new system. Hello Gruttle, welcome to the stream. Right, torpedoes, one-axis turrets, inverted, click. So it's going to have an underslung torpedo system available. So this is going to be like where's the missile blocks? Missiles, right? Gantries. Vogon builder fleet? What? What are you even on about? I don't even... What? Yeah. Let's see, 45... Wait, I need to get these torps configured first. Right, torps. Where's the sonar? Well, that's the props. It's going to be single fin, not very that. It's already got an IFF on it, Tim. Unless you mean the ship itself. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Anyway, ballast tanks for 0, so it ignores that. Target prediction. Yep, target predictor. It requires a torp sonar, there it is. And then it's going to be a double explosive warhead. Why that's everything. This one needs to go to the right. So minus 10. This one needs to go to the left. Sorry, no, sorry, the right, rather. No, that's going to the left. What am I doing? Minus is left, plus is right. Yeah, okay, that should be good. Guttural, that happens every single time. No matter what I do, people just scream at me to do something or other. So, you know, it's the way things are, unfortunately. And I just have to try and put up with it. So, yeah. weapon group 4 for the torpedo launcher, so we can do some test firing on it. There we go, full articulation. And this should do a thing. Well, that was weird. Oh, sure. Oh wait, did I not actually put fuel on the torpedoes? I didn't. Of course I didn't. Yeah. Sure. Oh, yeah. I left a gap to put the fuel in, but I didn't put the fuel in it. So, yeah. Kind of typical that, but okay. Set up properly now. No, that one isn't. I thought I'd only set 2. No, not proxy fuse. I want a fuel tank on it. Flipping heck. Alright. Okay, I need to tune this though. Minus 90. This is going to be a fast-firing torp launcher, I can tell you that for a fact. Why is it doing that? Heck? Why is it missing? What? Cram fuses? What? Why are we talking about cram fuses now? I'm confused. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, this one needs to go right. By 10. And this one needs to go left by 10. Actually, minus 90, minus 30. Since apparently they're not actually a cumulative thing, so let's do that. What the hell? Okay, I need a test target in here. Sure. Well, that's apparently a thing. I don't even know where the others have gone, quite honestly. Yeah, they don't need penetration depth. They're high X crams, so I'm just kind of trying to get to grips with this thing, which seems to be bouncing off my hull, if I'm reading it right. So let's try this one. Yeah, they were going the wrong direction. That's what was going on. Yeah, I was adjusting it, but I forgot to account for the fact the turret was upside down. So yeah. Yeah, that's what was going on. Angles are based on launch pad orientation. Right. So this one needs to go to the right, so let's put that to a 45 degree. And this one needs to go to the left at a 45 degree, and that should be good. Okay. Or do nothing. Sure. Well, the thing is, I don't want these things to eject forward. I want them to eject downwards, but I think I need to play around with the ballast tanks. Buoyancy change. Does a buoyancy change want it to go upwards or downwards then? I'm guessing a positive buoyancy means upwards. Drop my ship in the water and try it again. Okay. Let me just reset those back to 0 then. Well, the thing is, I need to have at least one ejector on it to actually control the direction that it's trying to eject. Otherwise, it would just eject straight forward anyway. Right, we're in the water now. Okay. Target's over that way, and it will go... Oh yeah, that's much better. Except for the fact that they are not... I think they're too fast. Right. Sure, yeah, okay, they're too fast. Also, they don't have enough fins as well. So, these are again turning into a longer range system than I want, so... Let's slow them down slightly and apply an additional fin. So, these are only going to be twin prop torpedoes. They're going to be kind of slow. Well, actually very slow compared to those 4 props that Viking's so happy with. But... there we go. Except for the fact that they're not... they're not heading straight for it, they're trying to go along. So I think just adding extra buoyancy to it's going to help now. Float depth of 1. Let's try that. Set the ejector to normal. Well, the thing is, I want to actually get some hull around this thing. So that's going to cause problems. So that's why it needs to kick downwards to get a bit of extra clearance. At least in whatever passes from my mind, so, you know. Oh yeah, that's much better. The elevation less extreme, like 30. Okay. I'll try that. This is just turning into fine-tune my torpedoes for me. And that's about it, so... yeah. Sure. Okay, the enemy is over that way, which means we need to lock onto it again. There he is. So remove one fin and make it faster. Right. Okay, so add torpedo prop. And the ballast is... the thing is, I want it to be a neutral buoyancy kind of thing. If it was doing that, then it wouldn't. Then... I don't know. Maybe I should just say hell with it and just have them fire straight ahead and put a safety on it so it won't fire into the rest of the stuff underneath the ship. In which case they'll only launch sideways, which is not quite what I'm after, but hey, you know. Yeah. They're just missing at that kind of range. So yeah, the downward kick is no longer required, so... Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I'll just have to put on a failsafe on it to make sure it doesn't shoot my ship. I think that's about the only thing I can do to it. Okay. Well, the thing is, it's got to work either way, Link dear, so it needs to... Maximum altitude to engage will be 0? No, yeah, 5. Yeah, the problem is, Linktius, is that it needs to be able to turn either way. So, yeah. So just having a safety on it to make sure it doesn't shoot my ship is about all that's going to be needed. And there is actually a warhead in activation delay on it as well. So the moment after firing, it's not going to detonate on my ship. So, yeah. Control. No, I need AI. Failsafe. Check. And a wireless, which is going to let it connect to weapon 1. Check. There we go. So there we go. I guess we've got a torpedo launcher on the underside of the ship. Yeah, Gutwell, I put the max out at 10, not 0. So that's absolutely fine. So there we go, that's under there, and it's got the failsafe, so it will do that. Okay, right, so we've got a lateral firing torpedo system, we've got long range bombardment missiles in vertical firing configuration. Do we need anything else on this particular craft? I wanted to add some more stuff. However, there's not much space left on the ship, which is a slight issue. No, Tim, there's not enough space for a pack. Seriously, there's no space for a pack. Could do something like this, I suppose. I mean, it wouldn't be good for much, but it would do something, so you know. No, I don't want control of that one. I want control of just this one, please. Thank you. Let's see if this actually does anything. It's going to be limited, but it'll do something. 700 damage. Well, it's something, I suppose. Right. What, don't you like this, Linctius? I mean, it's doing damage. It is actually doing damage, so yeah. Oop. What was that? Oh, I see what it was. Alright. Yeah, no. Put in advanced projectile system set to a belt-fed 18mm. Add a belt-fed on the side, and then it's like simple. Yeah, simples are much better to do. Well, much easier to do than that. So you know. I think. Well, the problem is if we put it here, it's going to get in the way of detection, isn't it? I want to add more stuff to this, but there's just not much space left at the end of the day. I think maybe I should just call it done, except for the fact I still need to redo the ammo on it. It's also the fact we still need a name, of course. So, yeah. We also don't have a control room either. Oh, sub-objects are not seen by detection. Alright. Name it the Swiss knife. Maybe. The problem is, where would I install like the additional parts for something like this as well? Because it needs control systems. And if I'm tucking something on the very side there, it's like not got much left for where it can actually do stuff. Also, this craft by itself kind of lacks detection systems a bit. So that's also a slight issue. Yes, it doesn't have a coffee machine. This does not have a coffee machine. It doesn't have a coffee. Aww. Which is actually a great shame. It really needs a coffee machine in it. It doesn't. Okay. Oh, well, the simples can do a lot of damage if you don't watch out. Wait. Why am I on the turret? I'm meant to be on the ship. There we go. Right. I need to add more ammo storage. That much I know. So... where can I put some ammo storage, though? Because there's space for some ammo in the front. As long as I'm careful not to touch off the primary ammo, the primary cannons. What are seeing? Yeah, Linctius, those are rapid-fire anti-air machine guns, so yeah, they are not... this craft is not short on anti-aircraft firepower. Guess that'll do for a bank, but then it's got 2 meter thick metal plating. Yeah, I guess that's okay for a bank of material. Just like that. How about the junior dirt fin? No, I don't really think so. Oh, it needs self-repair ability actually. That's something that's missing. There's material storage too. My ship will become a nuke at this rate. Thank you. That is actually a good point. Hang on. Here we go. Perfect. Got to make sure it's got enough nuclear capability, after all. Oh, bugger. I just deleted the torpedo system. Darn it. Yeah, I figures I'd do that, to be honest, but... right. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't put nukes on the front. Nope, not at all. I did, however, delete the torpedo rack. So I need to remake that one now. On the bright side, we did actually get settled quite handily on what to do with the torpedo, so at least I'll be able to do it faster this time. But yeah, this wouldn't be one of my streams if I didn't accidentally delete something, because that's apparently what I do, so yeah. There is that, I suppose. Okay, that's connected. Take add-ons. Yep. You were a torpedo prop, and a fin. And then you had a double explosive warheads and a target prediction guidance. And you didn't have a propeller on the front, you had a sonar. Should have find it, because I can never find anything in this thing at all. Where is it? Torpedo sonar, where are you? I know it's in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right. Yeah, it was, because I've just realised I didn't actually put any fuel in it. So... so yeah, that was my bad, that. Double explosive warheads. It was a treble prop, it had a fuel tank in it, along with a target prediction and a ballast tank. That was it. But it was one of the main virtues of this particular torpedo launcher, though, is that it's very fast torpedoes and it's fast firing as well. So it kicks out missiles pretty frequently. 25-degree limit on the firing angle. I didn't do that last time. Then you're also in control group 4. So that means it'll be pointing more or less at the target before it tries to start launching torpedoes at it. So at least I'll do that. Don't really want to have one slot longer though, Guttural, to be honest, because if I do that it'll slow down its reload rate. So it wouldn't actually be that beneficial overall. And also, yeah, I'm building on one of the turrets by accident. Okay. To avoid them pushing each other off the target. Well, they tend to spread out a little bit as they go, so it'll be okay. It's like three shots kind of thing, so you know, it'll be okay, maybe, possibly, probably not. needs a complex controller there as well, so... Oh, that's the one way round. Almost there. Hi, Savorti, welcome to the stream. Not too bad. I'm just making a complete fool of myself as usual, but you know, nothing new there. Nothing new there. Nothing new there in the slightest. I'm just encasing this thing in metal, so I can add in some doors, which would be quite nice. So to find them. Are they in decorations? Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, there they are. So there we go, I can actually get out of my ship now, which is kind of nice, I must admit. I need some repair systems, of course. Let's put those lower in the hull. I'll put them on the sides here. So I've got repair bots in the sides. Well, we're testing the weapon systems as we go, so that's a test, I suppose. And I'm managing to delete things by accident pretty frequently as well, so you know, that's nice. Yeah, for once I can actually leave a ship without taking it apart, which is also nice. And now I'm just expanding the bunker capacity of the magazine, the ammo magazine. And just walling it in behind layers upon layers upon layers of sheet metal, basically at this point. There we go. Yep. But we've got the AI system, we've got the anti-aircraft things. Oh, that's something I was going to add, yeah. Repair bots don't need to be on the outside. I'll leave them there for aesthetics then. Guttural, no, I don't really have any rules like that. I just generally suck at capturing things, so, you know. It's a bit of an ask to try and get me to capture something, to be quite honest. Because I have to actually try and capture it. So, I'm probably not going to manage to do it. But, you know. I want to add it onto here. So I'm thinking it's going to have to go here, isn't it? Yeah, right. Will you need to resubmit stuff? No, you won't. Advanced cannon, advanced firing piece, click. Right. What are you guys set to? You are 90mm shell gauge. Yeah, okay. Steamlink got drowning in chat. What are you on about, Awelna? Have I missed something again? Think I've removed a shield gen? Nope, my shield gen's right here. And yeah, if you're going to give me a link or something, do not put it in stream chat, because stream chat doesn't get saved. So yeah, seriously, don't do that. Desired shell gauge is 90. So there we go, 90mm vertical orientation. Has a bore evacuator, of course, and then a standard 4-meter barrel. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, you should be fine, Awelna. Okay, you're 60mm right now, so you need a gauge increase. we go. Now you're 90mm. And that will be able to help engage anything that happens to be flying right above me, which is a slight issue. Then I'll drop it one lower and put in a belt-fed loader for it. Because it's not going to be that frequently used, this one, but it's there for... Seeing as my original anti-air Gatlings were supposed to be able to engage things above me, but then they were too limited on the sides. So that way they can now angle to the sides, but they can't angle above me, so now I've got this thing to just hit anything that's actually above me, to make sure that I'm still able to do something about that, if something's like being really cheeky and getting up above. So... yeah. And they, of course, use that ammo. Razzle is not removed the top-facing shield. That shield is right there. So, I think that's the third time I've said it? Yeah, the shield is still right there. So, I've not removed a shield doing that. Oh, ouch, Swarty, yeah. 25-second material to run. Yeah, that is a... that's not too great, got to admit to that one. But yeah, going overboard with steam engines is actually kind of easy to do. Because you think, it's just like, you add more power, more power, more power. Oh hey, let's add some more power to that. And a bit more power as well, yes. What's wrong with a bit more power? And then next thing you know, it's like it burns its entire resource stockpile. So yeah, and I think because these are out on the sides, I'm going to add in some really compact turrets just to help out. It's not really built for this, but I think this will be my last addition to this craft, except for paint, because it needs paint. Yes. So, local weapon controllers, it needs the fail-safe above all else. And then it also requires the wireless connections, which will go on the sides there. I just heard an engine rev up, not sure why. Ask for some flares as well? Yeah, I guess you could ask for some flares, couldn't you? Let's see, max range of 1 kilometre. Yep, that was 1 kilometre on those guys. And I need to get the things restricted so they don't turn into my craft. So, yeah. This means these guys require a... so it needs to be that one. And this one requires that one. Yep, alright, those two are set. So now we've got a couple of really fast quad Gatling cannons on the sides. We've got the armoured one on the front. That's some local point defensive weaponry. Primary weapons, we've got the twin cram cannons. Primary anti-air, we've got the twin Gatlings. For things right above me, we've got this one, which also doesn't have a local weapon controller. Actually, it requires that. So let's pop that there. And it requires a wireless, of course, which will connect up to channel 2. Doesn't require any further restrictions on that, so that's fine. I need more fuel tanks. That's actually something I require. It's pretty fuel hungry, actually. Let's get it refreshed on its fuel. Wait, oh, it's because I've got that Marauder spawned. Its shields are running full out. That's... Oh, yeah. Whoops. Right. Just a couple more fuel tanks in the ballast space. And let's put some in the nose as well. Because that's definitely a safe place to put it. In terms of ammo, I've got 6,400. So, I don't know. I've got long-range bombardment missiles. I've got small torpedoes set underneath it in a side-mounted turret. The torpedoes can't fire forward, but they can fire off when I go side to side. Anything sideways, that's where they can start to activate. Ammo, the autocannons on the back absolutely love to guzzle on ammo. So, yeah, that is definitely a thing that's going to happen. Because they drain so much ammo when they need to reload. Target prioritization, set range value, label block, for altitude. So there we go, that will prefer to go after things that are higher up. So right, I think we're about there, actually. Yeah. Oh yeah. God, I've still got to take those nukes off the nose. Yeah. They aren't meant to be there. Believe it or not, we're not supposed to have the nukes on the front of it. But yeah, aside from some ammo concerns. Well, the top gun does not require firing restrictions at all. Because that top gun will only attack things that are above me. So that's what it requires. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have flares, do I? I've got space to mount some flares. I've got some space in the engine block, actually. So I can kick out some flares from this area. I need missiles, missile connectors. I need the launch pads, which are going to be like that. Then the gantries, which are going to be like that. There we go. This is going to be the flare launcher. Of course, IFF and a stagger fire for 5, and then we need of course, the ACB. Wait, what did the welder say? 6 hours. Yeah, I seem to recall something about that, but they did change that as well. Anyway, right. Effect range set to 3. Activate when hostile missile. This is to find it. Hostile missile closer than 500 meters. Trigger the weapon system to fire. Yeah, the cost was changed after all. Okay, so this thing will be kicking out fairly long-lived flares, actually. But they will just be flares. I'm not going to be kicking out sonars and radars and things like that. So, where's the flares? So, active radar, sonar, thumper, single pixel. Where's the flare? Flare. Oh, there it is. Of course it is. There we go. Does it really require flares? Well, every little helps really, and so, you know. Yeah, they fire too fast. There we go, let's put 1 second between each flare, so that should be pretty nice. Well, I might as well just build interceptor missiles actually if I do that, but yeah. Okay. I guess that all that leaves really is still nameless, but it's time to paint it, I suppose. Isn't it? Also, I should get rid of the enemy vehicle too. Is there a missile interceptor head on the flare? No. But if I was going to add a fuel and a thruster, I might as well turn it into a missile interceptor. So. Okay. I'll do it this way actually. Painting mode. Select the main. Oh, you don't need fuel and thrusters for interceptors to work? Really? Okay. Yeah, might as well paint the entire thing on the outside like this. Except for the fact it doesn't quite do it properly on the angling, so got to be aware of that. Because it only hits the exterior blocks after all. Alright. So yeah, it's missing a lot of detail doing this with the sprayer. Yeah, a lot of the ships miss that because of how many angles it's got in it. So that's not good. Okay. Let's actually go ahead and grab... I need to finish up with the main, of course. I've got to get all of those bits that have been missed. And they are many, many, many bits that have been missed. I don't know. I mean, remember, I don't usually paint ships, so yeah. Oh, look at all these bits that they've missed. I had to go with an awkward hole shape just to highlight the flaws of the painting system. Yes, that I totally did that deliberately. Yes, indeed. And I didn't go with the shape because I thought it looked nice or anything like that. Oh no no no! I did it just so I'd have a hard time painting it later. Yes, totally. Mm. Well, the thing with that well, is I don't want to actually paint every single block in it because I don't like the look of that. You know, if you just got if you go digging around inside a ship, it's like, oh, it's all solid colour. Look at all the colour, shiny colour, and then it's like, but but metal. There's supposed to be metal in here. It's not meant to all be solid green paint or something. Yeah, yeah, there should be some kind of something a bit better than this, but you know, no point in complaining about it really. Just got to keep on going. Okay, let's see. Paint mode 0 for the equipment. Seeing as I do like to have the equipment in its regular colours as well, so. I mean, that's going to be flipping lights. They're meant to be glowing. They're meant to be glowing. Oh, wait, I need the main colour for that. Click. That's that. Okay. Ah, there's a little bit there that's been missed. Alright. Yeah, that's looking alright, that. Except for the fact that the barrels up here are... Ugh. I'm not sure what's happened to those barrels there, to be quite honest. Oh dear. Okay, let's start switching through. I want those to be revealed, and let's add some stripe effect to the turret itself, like that. Okay. Let's remove the colouring on the gauge increases of that. And add some trim on that. Okay. Main. Remove that. Sorry about this, I'm just like painting, aren't I? Wait, that's meant to be trim colour. Also, why is there an ACB in the middle of that? What? Where did that come from? What does that even do? I think that was actually put there by accident. I'll check it in a second as soon as I get done with all this. Next turret is one of the rear turrets. Alright. Just remove the colouring from that and add in some that really doesn't do much, does it? Not on a multi-barrel, so might as well just clean it off. Next one. Yeah, that looks okay. Right. Next one underneath here. This one's not really coloured, so I guess let's add some. Just darken it a little bit. Yeah, I guess that'll do. Just darken it a bit. Next one is this. Secondary. All the barrels will be colour selected. It's just a bug for now. Alright. Right. Let's actually add the trim then to those sections of the barrels. Oops, no, I need to select the next one, don't I? So we've got some darker sections on the barrels. Okay, back to the main hull, because we need to get some additional colouring on this to make this a true part of the Christmas fleet, as you guys decided to dub it. So I'm thinking, let's band it actually along this line here. Actually, what if we band it on these parts that are indented? Very blocky in appearance, that. Need to add light on the ship side. What? What are you on about? Oh, coloured lights. Oh, I see. A Christmas Corvette to ring the bells of the Deepwater Guard. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, what if I detail that section? No, that's too bright. Yeah, sorry, I don't normally paint ships, so, you know. It's like, I'm trying to get a feel for what I'm doing as I'm doing it, so I know it's not going to be the best thing to watch ever. I guess like that, since I'm colouring the deck, the upper deck part, at least. So it's like that. Have the pirate laws been naughty this year? Yeah, they deliver lots of high explosive gifts, I would say. The pirate laws always require higher explosive gifts, don't they? How does that look to you guys? I mean, it's not got as much red as the other ones, but it's something, I guess. I don't really know. No, not Daka Claws, because this craft's going to be around quite a while, I would imagine. Okay. No, I'm not calling it Data Claws. No. No. Don't make me get my cattle prod out, darn it. No, I'm not calling it Dagger Claws. Come on. I've said no. 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 Seriously, no. Jeez. You're just gonna... Oh. I don't even know anymore. Hi Jaxia, welcome to the stream. I don't know, it's not got as much red as the other two designs, but it's a bit more broken up, I suppose you could say. But I think we've got ourselves a ship. Let's see, 43k for Raz's Lancer. This is 52k, so this is like 9k more expensive than the... it's 9k more expensive. But it's also a bit deeper as well, so that's where it's gained that. But I don't know. No, it's not going. Stop going for the Christmas stuff, darn it. Also, what does this ACB even do? Affect shield projectors. Oh wait, that's right. I put that in place to change the shield projectors. Connect to the ship, please. I need to remove that. That's where that came from. All right, there we go. Well, the one in the middle is a knife, and the one on the other side is a lancer. So, yeah. Well, we can't call it something like balance either, because it's not. It's actually overgunned and tough. So, well, it's like it's on crack or something. It's really fast and spazzes out a lot. But yeah, it's got a lot of different bits and things worked into it. Don't know how well it will compare, but this is still an Escort class destroyer. So you know, it's a thing. Just call it gunboat. Actually, that's the best name I've heard so far. Which is actually a bad thing. And unfortunately, Harry, Dualist doesn't really fit because it's not. It's better against multiple targets than against one. So, yeah. The no name. Jeez. Needs a name, needs a name, needs a name. How about the Dualist? Deliberately spelled the other way. No, we're not going to call it Masticator. Masticator. Come on. I think Dualist actually fits quite well if you use the dual spelling, because you know it says doubled up on everything pretty much. So yeah. Call it the neither name. Yeah, let's call it the Dualist. Alright. So, we've got a new Escort, a Dualist. I guess all that's really left to do is to restart the designer. Destroy all vehicles, yes. And give it a... Let's get a Lancer in here. On the White Flayers side.
Turning off.
So we've got a White Flare Lancer. And if we go over here, we load in a Dualist. Wait, no. I spawned this on the... No. Right. Spawned in the Lancer. Turn off its AIs. Turning it all off, yes. And then we spawn in a Dualist, and we see what happens. So, yeah. We've got to test it after all, haven't we? So, yeah. And this time set it to my team. Turn it all off, jeez. Goodbye, cruise missiles. Yeah, the Lancer is the other thing. And I might as well just turn it all on.
Gunnery enabled. Taking command.
So yeah, I've just started a fight between these two because why not? I need to get out of this ship so that it's not affected by me. Oopsie dozy. Jump out. I found a design flaw already. I seem to be stuck. Darn it. turn off my repair tentacle, so that's fine. Right. Well. So there we go, we've got a Lancer and a Dualist just starting to duke it out, basically. Because I just want to see what happens. Yeah, the Lancer's trying to get away from it, but the Dualist is trying to close in. So oh, we've just lost a cram cannon. Oh, partial damage at least. Hi Adam Caban, welcome to the stream. Not sure who's winning at this point, to be quite honest. Though the Dualist is definitely taking more damage. My anti-missile's not working. They're flares. They're flares, not... yeah. Oh. The torpedoes are firing, though, actually. At them. That's something with it. Right. Yeah, I noticed my laser AMS is working. Yes, thank you. I think the problem is I've lost my crams, so they are... Those missiles aren't even tracking properly. Oh wait, no, you've got radar decoys as well. Yeah, no wonder that's not working. Yeah, the crams are down for the count. Oh, there goes the forward munition bay. Yeah. Whee! Yeah. Okay, in a straight fight, the Lancer backs away and the Dualist can't deliver enough punch to kill it, I think. And now I'm just popping wheelies or something. And now it's just kicking missiles out in. Yeah. Yeah, its detection has been completely fried now at this point. Yeah, it's just your rear anti-aircraft turret that's actually slowly picking the Dualist apart, because the Dualist just isn't managing to get itself back down into the water. That's the Dualist is still very much alive though, even though most of his weaponry is now gone. And it's slow firing its vertical launch missiles, actually. Needs a LAM test. Yeah. Oh, it actually hit me. Yay! Okay, I'm dead. Right. Where have they gone? They are over... They've actually gone quite a long distance trying to fight each other. They're quite some distance away. Yeah, they're actually on the edge of the grid and still going. Right. Though that said, the Lancer's not actually managed to kill the Dualist yet either. So, you know. I think the Dualist needs something to try and keep its nose in the water when it gets popped out like that. Yeah, the Dualist is definitely lacking on its detection systems. Just kicking those out. Now that said, the double thick metal hull is definitely keeping the Dualist alive. So it's not dead, it's just very badly damaged. So, yeah. To be fair though, Dualist was never really meant to take on boats of equivalent size, so it's meant to bully smaller boats, I think, more than anything else. Oh, that did something. I think that might have been an engine. Oh, there goes one of its weapons. Yeah, the Dualist is pretty much battered and banged up. Actually, the crams haven't actually been crippled. The crams have just lost their firing pieces for the most part, but a lot of internal structure is still there. So it was the turrets that got blown out, rather than the actual magazines of the crams that got taken out. So the cram turrets need better protection. So yeah. Yeah, I think the yeah. Lancer is better in a direct combat than...
Receiving.
Yeah, direct one-on-one. Lancer is definitely superior to the Dualist, it seems. Oh well. So yeah, what really let the Dualist down is the exposed nature of its cram turrets. Try it versus the pikemen. Alright. I'll let it reload, and... Actually... Yeah, I'll let it reload, and then I'll spawn in a pikeman and see how that does. But what really did the Dualist in, aside from its lack of detection ability, because it doesn't have much detection, to be quite fair. What let it down was the fact that its cram turrets got disabled really early on, because the firing pieces got blasted out, basically. So it needs an adjustment to that. So, I mean, it looks nice with these really slender things, but if the turret just gets killed so quick, it's not really much use, is it? So let's try bulking up the turrets a little bit further. Uncertain, Raz, because the shells could still add a chance to get through, so you can't rely on the... You can't just say, oh, crams will be useless because of my laser AMS, because that's not quite how it works. there's always the chance that a shell will get through. So, yeah. Don't count your chickens before they've hatched, basically. Need a square corner. Yeah, that's definitely a bit bulkier. So that might help protect the thing a little bit better. So yeah, just because a laser AMS can shoot down a cramshell doesn't mean that it will shoot down a cramshell. Especially because high caliber cramshells are actually pretty tough too, so you know. So twos? Yes, twos. And that was in secondary mode, so put it like that. Just increase the thickness a bit further. Right, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's very distinctive in terms of appearance, this. Don't forget my laser AMS. Yes, they didn't do much, did they? So, why were they not doing much? They are connected to the laser. Yes, they are, yep. The laser grid runs through here to this system, which is all connected up. So yeah, the laser core is connected to the laser AMS system. It's just I think it just didn't pick up the inbound missiles. It doesn't have a forward-mounted munition warner. So I think that's another fault in its detection system. It doesn't actually have a forward-mounted warner. That's actually an ideal spot for that, though. Like, I can put one here, actually. Yeah, put one there. Which will need a wireless link. Which will go there. And then I need to replace the metal blocks to reinforce the armor again. 2 meter beam there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now it's got forward mounted munition warner. It's got rear mounted, it's got side mounted, it's not actually got a vertical mounted one either. Oh, yeah. Look at that, I'm just poking my head out of the metal plating back there. That's safe. Yes. Okay, let's fix that. You say you're putting that in quotation marks, Scuttle. I suspect you do not appreciate my vision for the style of this craft. Is that so? Okay, let's put a vertical one. Wait, no, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, you never said it. It's just what I picked up to it. Yeah. But yeah, okay. We've got forward and vertical missile detection on this thing. In terms of its general detection, it's still not that good, really. Maybe on these two turrets, let's add rangefinders for the forward armor piece. Like that. Oh wait, that's not going to connect to it, is it? That's the fusing box now. Hang on, how is this going to work? Not really going to work, that, is it? So I need to just put that back in and not worry about it. Because there's no space really. Yeah, of course it is. Because I forgot to mirror mode it. And nobody told me. There we go. Chain gun turrets look a bit dull. Yeah, I guess they do. They're not really decorated much or anything. It's not really what they're there for. However, that said, I could actually mount some detection on top of the chain gun turrets. Yeah, that would actually work. See, mounted on the top of this, we actually have an open block. Ah, yeah, we actually got an open block on top of here. Okay, yeah, let's mount some detection in here. Let's see, let's have a gimbal track cam and a laser rangefinder and then a wireless mounted like that. So there we go, that's a bit of extra detection mounted just on top of the Gatling turrets. Okay, good night, Linctius. But that also adds a high mounted detection system point so that it'll have better tracking in general. So we're just adding some extra gear onto it. Not decorations. I want detectors. Yeah, detections. Right. Gimbal track camera. Top. Laser range tracker, and then just the wireless link to get it connected to the primary AI. Because these are actually independent of the weapon system. Yeah, extra redundancy because it's only really had accurate side tracking before. Those guys had some top tracking. The Crams have a camera on them to help general tracking. Actually, we've not balanced out the tracking yet, have we? Right. Okay, how's this working? 86%. Okay. 98. That's flat out. Right. Okay, we need to balance these guys, so there we go. That's auto adjusted. So yeah, there we go. We've got slightly reinforced crams, and we've got better detection systems. So let's fire this thing up to see what its full speed is right now. Did I really not? Okay, yeah. I didn't actually add advanced complex controllers for the... I never programmed the main propellers, turns out. So let's quickly fix that. Paste, paste, paste. Yep. And of course, don't forget the ones at the front because those are also part of it. And the laser AMS is actually just fine, Harry. It's just wasn't triggering for whatever reason. But we've got all around laser defensive nodes connected, so they're all over the place. And the laser nodes are all... well, they were. Hang on. That one's connected. That's connected. Yeah, it's all connected. It seems I had some gaps in detection. Because when I was chasing after that Lancer, it was I was running towards it. It was running away from me. So that put the missiles directly in the forward and above brackets, which is where I didn't really have detection. Yeah, thanks, Harry. Yeah, take away the lamp by the door because, you know. Actually, I should just adjust this slightly. This will also fix it. Mirror it. Yeah, well remembered though. I'd actually forgotten that. There we go. And that will also let me get out. Because it was that little lip, like that tiny little lip just above the door, that was what was stopping me from actually getting out. At the coffee machine. Is there something in here that's like a coffee machine? unless this counts as a coffee machine. I don't know, that's a bit big to be a coffee machine though. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we've got full mobility. 23.5 forward speed. I think we need to set the AI so it can actually go in reverse, so that if it does start rearing up like it did before, it will be able to correct itself. So yeah, if we allow it to actually operate in reverse, that will help too. But yeah, I think that's so let's save over the dualists, and now we need to have an enemy again. So yeah. Let's spawn over here. I've already got hydrofoils in it. The problem is the hydrofoils are out of the water as soon as it started rearing up like that. So, right. A pikeman this time. Okay. Wait, pikeman? Do I not have that? No, wait, yes I do. There it is. Pikeman, load in the pikeman. No, wait, hang on. That's on.
Receiving.
Yeah. Scrap the pikeman. Yes. Load in the pikeman on the Twin Guard team.
Taking gunnery enabled.
There we go. Actually, that's pretty nice on yellow and grey, that. Okay, I've got my long-range anti-air Gatlings are opening fire at the pikeman, not doing a lot. Hi, Swarty, welcome back. We're just doing some combat testing, basically, to round out this set of streams. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you see what I mean, Raz? A shell just got through and detonated some stuff inside your craft. So the laser AMS is not guaranteed to stop the shells. Oh! Nah. I think that forward ammo reserve is a slight issue. What the hell? It's playing submarine! Stop playing submarine, darn it. Yeah, it's not meant to go in reverse, that's the problem. What are you doing? What is it doing? Yeah. Right. I think this might be a slight design flaw, to be quite honest. Oop. To the skies! What is it doing? Right. That was a rear magazine detonation that just blew it up into the air, and now it's just. Yeah, my people need me. Destroy the enemy vehicle. Yeah. I was not expecting that, to be quite fair. Oh, I'm also not. I also got blown out of the entire thing as well. Okay, here we are. Right, where's my repair tool? 7. Yeah, so it's Yeah, it almost reached low orbit, I think, when its rear magazine detonated. It just went whee straight up into space. So yeah. One design flaw I'm noticing quite a lot. Oh, that's also a slight design flaw. That turret's jammed, actually. Okay, so yep. So I need to restrict these guys with the firing angle. Max L, I think it is. Is it Max L? Yeah, Max L. That's what I need to adjust for that. Right. Max L for this one also needs to be set to 0, so they won't angle downwards and get themselves jammed like that, because that's not really what they're meant to do. What's the cram shell speed? Hang on. It's not that great. It's a short barrel, so it's going to be 130 meters per second. Not too bad as far as crams go, but you know, it works out kinda. We need a way to stop it from going orbital. Well, actually, orbital because of a magazine explosion is not really something I can stop, to be quite honest. So, let's again disable the reverse on the AI. And it needs something to get its nose back down once it's going airborne, so... Yeah, let's add jet engines to the front here, actually. Can't max the shell speed. Actually, the thing is, the shell speed depends on its caliber, but 130 is actually pretty fast for... 130 is actually pretty fast for a cram shell. You're going to struggle to get a cram shell that does above 140, to be quite honest. Or at least a cram shell that actually does anything above 140. Perhaps I should say that, yeah. Okay, let's tear that out. Right, you guys are going to trigger propulsion components. Go to maximum drive within a 10 block radius. Will that do it? Wait, no, I need a drive maintainer, don't I? Yeah, I think I need a drive maintainer. Raz, the problem with that is that I've got these stability fins at the bottom here, which was a suggestion from Sporty. So having a pitch control PID actually messes with these, and so affects the and then affects the craft's ability to just stay upright, because it'll be trying to control these hydrofoils, and you can't tell it not to. So yeah. I've got to avoid using a pitch PID, unfortunately, so I need to do something else. Complex controller, drive maintainer. I want you to maintain the primary drive. No. Let's set you to tertiary drive. Yes. You guys are tertiary drive. So if I pitch up too much, the idea is that these guys will be able to just go, oh wait, I'm not meant to be pointing at the sky, let's fire the engines. So yeah. I think I need something constantly to tell the control. Complex controller. Pitch control, hydrofoil pitch, regular pitch should not. Alright, let's try that then. Pitch, 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 pitch. Pitch. Yeah, that seems to be doing something. Yeah, that seems to be working. Okay, so if it goes above 10 degrees pitch, then that kicks in the drives to come back down. Alright, yeah, thanks Russ. So that should work quite nicely, that. Okay, patch that back up. Right. So if this thing tries to rocket up into the sky again, it should be able to fix itself and get that fixed. Of course, there's still the major problem of the forward magazine, which likes to go boom, but well, it likes to go boom in a way it's not intended to go boom. Let's put it that way. So I should reinforce that a little bit more. The problem is, of course, that it's got the forward steering blades up there as well, so there's not actually that much space available for it. So yeah, okay, that should be good. Right. Let's save that again. It goes into the Meta Cruise Dualist. Yes. Okay. Remove my control of it, so we can spawn in a pikeman over here somewhere. Clamshells. Lots and lots of shots going all over the darn place. Yep, there we go. Clamshell just impacted on the pikeman because the laser didn't stop it. Why are you not moving? Oh, wait a second. Now it's rolling over. What's going on? Oh, we got EMP'd. Right. The pikeman's got EMP, so the EMP's burned straight through the side of the Dualist, so yeah. Alright. And I just destroyed all vehicles. Oh well. Me spawn the... Yeah, it doesn't have any EMP. That's something I completely forgot. EMP protection. Meta Cruise. Give me the Dualist. Right. Of course, another problem is that it's massively... yeah, the EMP disabling missiles actually managed to knock out the Dualist this time. So, that's another fault. Okay. Which I'll fix by... Let's see, that's set into the sides of the crown cannons. So, where's the middle? there's the middle. Right. I'm going to fix this with surge protectors. And by the way, so you guys know, because this is because of this testing phase and how long this one's going on, there's not going to be another stream. So yeah. Wait, am I? I was building on that. Why was I building on that? Okay. So yeah, there's not going to be another stream after this because of how long it's taken. So that's a bank of EMP protection for that. So that's the primary AI protected. Need to patch the beams back in, so that's fully... Yeah, there we go. The rear AI is over here. So this one also needs some EMP protection. No, not explosive reactive armor. No, surge protector blocks. There we go. That'll do. Right, so we now have EMP protection. Yay! The problem is most of the hull's actually highly conductive because it's made of thick metal plate, so yeah. Okay. Told it what its maximum speed is again. Save the vehicle. Yes. Okay. So now we just need another additional enemy pike load. Nothing else, the Dualist can take a beating, so yeah. Yeah, no Avorian multiplayer tonight. Besides, Lollard was complaining that I played it without him, so yeah. Though that said, something like that, you're not going to have everyone available to play it at a given time, so you know. So what's going on with you? Ooh. That was a bit of a bang. Oops. Yep. Shell just impacted. Yeah, but cram shells are definitely getting through. So the rear laser has been knocked out, I'd say. Yeah, actually having some forward and vertical detection kind of helps, it turns out. Now that said, am I actually controlling anything? No. Oh, there goes one of the rear Gatlings. Alright. And it's gone vertical again. Whee! And coming back down. No. Nope, it's going straight back up again. Have I made a schedule for what? You mean a schedule for Avorian? Oh jeez. The front of the thing's so chewed up. not even sure what it's shooting at anymore. What are you shooting at? I suspect it's got an AI core damage because it's not detecting, it's not tracking properly. Yeah, as I said, I think that tracking is no longer working. I mean, they just fired off randomly, so yeah, I think tracking's completely been fried at this point. So yeah, the pikeman is winning. Let's actually go ahead and... turn everything off to have a look at things. Right. I suspect AI damage. Yeah, the AI detection system has been completely messed up. So, yeah. That's why the Dualist was no longer firing properly, because its detection gear had been crippled. But still. Forward ammo cache blew out, just like it seems to do a lot, so that needs work. The missiles were still going, the torpedo system is also gone. Is there any intel damage down here? No, so it looks like torpedoes just managed to blow my torpedo system off, flat out, because it's not protected at all. So, you know, yay for that. The forward armour is more or less intact, but the forward weaponry is shredded. Let's have a look at the pikeman. Its rear got a bit battered, but it's not too bad. So yeah, the heavy hull on the pikeman did quite well, though it's taken some general damage. Yeah, okay, so using Hesh, that's why my crams were detonated on the Dualist. Because once it got past the shields and laser AMS, then it's just thick metal armor, so that would have punched straight through. And Haryaso, they do have customizable weapons in Avorion. So yeah. Oh, now it's rolling over. Yeah. Well, to be fair, it is very, very badly damaged. Alright. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it there, but let's patch this thing back up. But yeah, that is the Dualist, which is a new destroyer to go into the Netator campaign. So yeah, hopefully you guys liked looking at it and seeing what I've done with it. So and it's rolling over because of course it is. Why am I doing this? Right. Yeah, you every shell I see you talking about, Raz, you actually try to build Hesh onto it, so... Oh, it's out of fuel, that's why it's tipping over. Alright. So yeah, this thing is a bit power hungry because it's got my 5K fuel engine in it, which guzzles fuel very quickly when it's running. So yeah, this thing's actually got very limited combat endurance. But yeah, now we've got a craft called the Dualist. And hopefully I'll get a bit of feedback on that next time you guys actually see it in action. And hopefully I'll do better, because I've mentioned this several times, it's not really optimized to go against a single hardened target. It's more against... it's better suited, let's say, to go against swarms of opponents rather than like a single equivalent vessel. So it's very different from the Lancer and the Knight and all the other ones that it's inspired me to build this thing. So yeah. Yeah, it's definitely got some drawbacks on it, Raz, yeah. But still, it's not bad. It's the first ship I've built properly. Well, it's the first ship I've really tried to build in quite some time. So yeah, I like it, even if it's definitely a flawed beast. It's still very maneuverable though. When it's not trying to go into orbit. Yeah, I rather enjoyed it when it tried to do that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I'll catch you all some other time. Now that we've actually got the Dualist functional, that's the last of the 3 streams Intermission. So the next Netta cruise one will actually be returning to Netta to push on and kill the Deepwater Guard, hopefully. So yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you all later, and good night. Yeah, no problems, Fawzi. You're most welcome.